Hey friends, Greg here with the Pennywise guys. I want to show you how to use a GoPro to investigate the condition of your well. You're going to want to watch this video because it's very, very interesting and you're not going to believe what we found out. Let's get started. Okay, I clapped to sync the sound that's going to be recorded on my video camera, and we're going to lower the GoPro down into the casing. This is a GoPro, this is a Scuba Diving GoPro I bought on eBay, along with the LED light. That was a steel casing right there, 12-inch casing steel, it's only 3 foot deep. That's the problem with this well, the casing didn't go further down than that. And so what happened down below is my well has collapsed and there's no way to blow it out because there is no casing. But we're going to look at it here. I know it collapsed because I measured the depth. It used to be about a 150 foot well and it's now only at 73 feet. And so we know that the water level is below the top of the cavity, and so when it dries out with the water going up and down, it caused the top of the cavity to collapse. Okay, I'm at 10 feet deep right now, and so you can see it's just hard pan. We got a lot of hard pan. As we go further down, we get past the hard pan, then we get into some erosion. The reason I know this, I had it professionally scoped, and it was a friend of mine that did it, and he didn't charge me anything, but those services are very expensive. So this GoPro I found on eBay with the light included, shipping and tax for $70. I'll put a link below to where I got it, so you could do this very cheaply yourself. Okay, I'm approaching 20 feet down. I marked this white cotton rope that I've got on it at 10 foot increments. So that's 20 feet down. The walls are still fairly uneroded because it's well below the traditional water level on this well has been about 45 feet. We're currently between 65 and 75, 80 feet. So the California drought has really hurt my well here. My pump is set at 69 feet, and so I'm losing on certain days I can't pump. Okay, we're starting to get in the area of erosion. There's a little bit right there. I'm at 30 feet. This is an old ag well, so typically residential wells, they don't do this, but this is an old ag well. But if you've got a regular conventional well that's cased, you still might want to do this to get down to where you get to the cavity and see what's going on. If it's collapsed or like mine has, it still will collapse even though it hasn't been cased or cased. Doesn't really matter. Okay, I lost connection there, but well, we're getting there. Yeah, I lost connection, so I'm not going to be able to see too well. At this point, well, I can see some erosion right there, spotty connection. I don't know if you saw that erosion. That erosion is from the stratas that are water's coming in at certain points down the well. And at 40 feet, right now it's at 40 feet. This is where the water table usually is at, about here. From this point on, you'll see a lot of erosion. There's a big cavity right there. That is one of the stratas that the water comes in at. And so without it cased, the dirt's just going to flow in and erode and collapse. So we had the wall, the cavity ceiling collapsed in, and we have, see all that erosion? And that strata right there, a lot of erosion. Boulders, rocks just sitting on the edge there waiting to drop in. So this has been my problem. Actually, when I pulled the pump, it was actually partially buried in the sediment. I'm at 50 feet. So I had the pump partially buried. It was still pumping, but it was erratic because the water level going up and down. I was going to drop it another 40 feet, which I could have done if we didn't have the cavity collapse in and caved in there. The erosion from the well hole here wasn't enough to cause the a massive amount of dirt that filled the cavity. It was the sealing of the cavity that was falling off into the cavity, well cavity. So that's my problem. We're gonna have to drill a new well if we can get through at 60 feet. It's 60 feet right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see much. Oh, a little bit here and there. Okay, there's another strata right there, water flowing. All the sand and debris and all the rock and sediment, all that stuff is flowing into the well because there's no casing to hold that back. Usually they have it called screen zones. Okay, I lost my connection. We're going to keep going. Nope. Oh yeah, I already hit water right there at 65 feet, which is not bad for today. Normally around 68, 70 feet. My pump is set at 70 feet, so we would actually be pumping on just past 70 feet. Okay, and right there is at bottom. Okay, I'm at bottom at 73 feet. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and, I don't know if you can see this, but right there, you should be able to see the cavity. I can't see it because we lost our connection. You should be able to see the cavity. It's gotten really dark. You can see out, but there's still a cavity, but it's very, very narrow now because the sealing has fallen in and we have a lot less depth. It's 150 to now 73 feet. So we lost most of our cavity, but we still have a lot of water down there. We can get this pump to work until I get another 300-foot well drilled. But with the drought, we're having a waiting list of about 6 months. So I gotta get this pump put in tomorrow and get it working again. It's too bad I couldn't drop down 40 more feet to get water, but this well is done. But I can get it to limp along through the summer. Fall will be fine, winter be okay. Hopefully next spring we'll go ahead and be on the list to get that new well put in, and we're gonna go 300 foot deep. Right now this well pump was set at 70 feet. So we're gonna have to go that deep to overcome the drought conditions of the state. Okay, I'm pulling it back out, and you're probably seeing the video as I pull it back out. Excuse it if it's a little more moving around, so you'll be a little motion sickness right now, but the extension cord keeps that camera from spinning around. We did it with the cotton rope and it was just spinning like a top, and so you can't have that. You can have the markings on an extension cord if you want. Just forget the string. You could just go with an extension cord. It doesn't spin, and so we already had the rope marked off, so we just tied them both. Okay, I'm at the top, and here we go.
Alright, it looks like we're not going to be able to salvage this well. We're going to go ahead and plan on drilling a new well in the near future. Let me explain to you the process of using the GoPro for your situation. You're probably not going to have a well that's not going to have a casing like ours. Ours is an old ag well, and that's why it was very interesting to see what it looked like, but in reality, with a casing, you're not going to see that kind of devastation. You're not going to see that kind of collapsing. So possibly you can salvage your well if it's got the casing and have it blown out, have the sediment blown out of the cavity. So using a GoPro after you pull the pump simply is going to allow you to see the condition of the cavity and how it looks. First of all, you don't need to have the audio being recorded by another camera like we did. What you're going to need to do is just use the recording capability and the audio capability of the GoPro. What you'll need to do is mark off your rope, and I would suggest using something like what we did with the extension cord so it didn't spin. Use the audio on the GoPro and shout down the well every 10 feet. Say 10, 20, 30, and so on, loud enough down the well that it'll pick up the recording of that sound. And so you should be able to see on your cell phone or the actual linked video of the GoPro to your phone, so you can see what you're looking at down the line and then calling out that measurement. That's important because when you get down to the bottom, you want to know how deep it is. You want to know what the condition of the cavity is so that you'll be able to evaluate whether you can drop the pump down 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 feet. So go down all the way to the bottom of the cavity, keep calling out those distances and yelling down the casing so it echoes down and picks up on the audio part of the camera. Pump guys have told me you don't have to worry about keeping your pump within the casing area. You can drop it down into the cavity, and some suggest going all the way to the bottom and come up 10 feet from the bottom, and that's ideal position for the pump. Okay, I hope this helps and you guys have a blessed day. I sure hope you enjoyed this video and it was a help to you. I'm a general contractor and a lifelong do-it-yourselfer, and I enjoy finding ways to save time and money and helping others to do the same. Here at the Pennywise Guys, we're a group of contractors, friends, and family that have a wide range of experience in all different areas. And we want to share these videos with you to help you with your projects at home. So please like, subscribe, and share, and join our team. Also hit that notification bell to be notified of weekly videos. I pray that you are blessed, that you know Him who is the author of life.